to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Razaban IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlasting with me, promoter Ben Shalom. Ben, 4 weeks ago we were all here in the morning thinking, are we going to get away in? Are we going to see the fighters get together? Are we going to have a show on Saturday night? I think the answer today is we are.
24 hours still to go, but yeah, so glad we're finally here. It's been a long time to see them weigh in. We've thought about that moment for 12 months. They're now weighed in. They're bang on weight. They both look unbelievable. They're both confident. What a main event. Incredible main event. And then obviously chief support. That was as usual what we expect now. We've seen them together that many times. It's just got stories all over this. I'm looking forward to seeing Lauren Price on the big stage. A lot of people excited about her. Obviously Caroline Dubois now sees like she's growing into the fighter and the personality that we think she can be, in Karis Artingstall as well. It's just an unbelievable card from top to bottom. I can't wait.
A packed out auditorium here as well. A lot of fans came in to see. A lot of noise was made as well for the female fighters.
I think Savannah Marshall is a big, people don't understand. She's a big star. She's got a core following, especially in the northeast. A lot of northeast fans have come down from Hartlepool, from Newcastle. We had packages on for them, buses, train loads. It's going to be a hell of a noise on the O2 on Saturday night, and obviously a lot here today as well.
During that face-to-face, they both seemed tense. They both felt like the talking's done. We just want to get in the ring now.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this moment, as I say, for so long. All the fighters as well, they had the 4 weeks before. They're sick of the sight of each other. But it's huge. It's fucking huge. I've never been involved in an event this big. I really believe that. It's incredible to see the media interest, to see the interest here this week. And yeah, it's because the fights are that good. It's a long time It's been a long time since I've been looking to a fight this much, even as a fan. Shields Marshall is it's a boxing fan's dream. It really is. No one can argue with that. Anyone that knows boxing knows what this fight is to the sport and how big this fight is. And to be supported by Mayor Baumgartner, it's a special event, and it's gonna go through the roof.
Mayor Baumgartner, listen, every time they're in a room together, it doesn't go down well. And again, I think Baumgartner pushed her first, and then a flying kick came out of nowhere. Yeah,
I was saying to Michaela, how come you kicked her? I think she was holding her belts, but not seen that one before. It's good. It's what we want to see in women's boxing. We've been saying for so long. We've had those superstars. We've had the Katie Taylors and Nicola Adams, who's here today. They've been pioneers for the sport. Have they ever had the rivals that really take it to the next level? I don't think so. I always said Shields Marshall was the biggest rivalry in the sport, but that one is just built and built and built. And I think the delay with that one's helped that one even more. Shields Marshall's been built for a long time. This one, that 4-week delay, I think has actually added a lot to this fight, and now people are really looking forward to that almost as much as the main event.
But I know you've spoken all week about how successful the event has been. Obviously, we've got Saturday night to go yet in terms of viewing figures, and you're very confident it breaks all records. But is this now a process we're going to see moving forward? Are you going to have cards just for female, or are you going to still mix them up?
I think, to be honest, no, the answer is, because this was just an opportunity to show how big boxing is, not how big women's boxing is, and that's why I invested a lot and said, this is the best ever we can do for the sport. We think it will have long-term implications. It shows that the sport of boxing is diverse and it's forward-thinking. Everything that we get accused, boxing's accused not of being, this event is that, and hopefully it's a big advert for the sport. And going forward now, people won't see women's boxing as a bit part player, 1 or 2 fights on the card. This shows how big it can be. It was a risk, it's paid off, and I can't wait for tomorrow night.
I can't wait either. Look forward to it. Tomorrow night, live and exclusive on Sky Sports at the O2 London. Ben, just want to get your reaction on a couple of things. Eddie did an interview yesterday where he questioned whether VADA testing was involved in this main event, and he then went on to say that he was 99% sure that it wasn't involved. We have seen tweets from Clarissa, from VADA themselves afterwards, but what do you make of those comments that Eddie came out with?
Ridiculous. We try and stay out of all that stuff. We just want to promote the sport and do the best. Why would you throw... Look, people know what's gone on there. What can I say? Of course they've been tested. They've been tested before. The postponed fight was tested. They've been tested since. VADA have tested multiple times. UCAD have tested. I think Savannah was even tested yesterday. Why are we talking about drug testing on Shields Marshall? Read into that what you will. Why throw? We're trying to pick up after last week's farce and show how big this sport can be and how great this sport can be. I don't want to go back and forth. I see stuff time and time again, whether it's a lie, whether it's manipulation, whether it's this, and we never say anything. But don't throw shade on the sport on such an unbelievable night. We're trying to get rid of just talking about drugs and boxing. Nothing wrong. Yeah, that pisses me off. But anyway, we move forward. We've got a great night this Saturday night. It's going to be a massive advert for boxing and hopefully takes us out of what happened last week. Why are we even talking about drug testing with this event? This is elite championship boxing. Elite championship boxing at the right way between guys in their prime at the right time. Both in Shields Marshall, both in Mayor Baumgartner, and we have the best of the Olympic crop as well. The gold medalist in Lauren Price, the bronze medalist in Caris Artistor, Caroline Dubois. People that will help this sport. Whether you are a massive fan of women's boxing or not, they will help this sport grow and help broadcasters and help sponsors come into the sport. And it's a massive night on Saturday, and that's what we should focus on. And of course, every fighter has been tested.
I just want to, just final thing on this. He did say that he's one of very few people that pay for testing.
Every big fight that I've been involved in, bar the testing has been involved in. It's standard to request it. Look, I don't want to come across getting angry now. We stay out of that. VADA testing is, for me, from what I've seen, been in the sport a fair bit now. It's pretty common practice in the big events. It was involved in Parker Joyce, it was involved in Carnbrook, it was involved in Taylor Cattrall, all the big fights. So, yeah.
No further comment on that?
No further comment. But let's focus on what's good in boxing. Like, for God's sake, what are we doing throwing shade? If there's a good... we're all in the same sport, you know. Let's make sure that we remember that and we promote that and we celebrate when there's massive events like this and massive fights like this that people thought would never get done, and it's been done, and that is major moment for British boxing, and let's focus on that.
Well said, Ben. Look forward to tomorrow night. Great night. Tune into Sky Sports live and exclusive across multiple of the channels, and yeah, last few tickets remaining.
Yeah, we're literally, you'll struggle to get a ticket now. I think we're down to the last few hundred. It's going to be, what an atmosphere it's going to be in there tomorrow night. For something we've never seen before. I think that it's going to be a completely different audience. Still the hardcore boxing fans who have been looking forward to these fights will be in there, but it's going to be an unbelievable spectacle. The entertainment that's planned, everything. Sky have gone to town, ESPN have gone to town. Everyone just wants to celebrate how amazing this sport is and the sport that we love, and we get to see it at the very best.
Ben Shalom, IFL TV, thank you very much.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something. Completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.